Thank you for joining us today for Pepperdine Graziadio's 50th Anniversary Scholarship Program for Kaiser Permanente. We're going to be explaining the program for you today over this webinar. Today's webinar speakers will be myself, Sean Herrera, the Director of Business Development, Andrew Thomas, our Assistant Director of Business Development, and Rachel Gettler, our Assistant Director of Recruitment. Now, before we get started, I'd like to play a short video for you by our Dean.
And you think, I can do this. And then suddenly you come to that point in your career where you realize, actually, you know what? I really don't know what to do. The first really impactful experience was with Coca-Cola in Romania. About a week after arrival, the Russian currency crisis happens. And so faced with a crisis of that proportion, and you're the leader and people obviously looking to you for direction, that was the most naked moment I felt because I really didn't know what to do. And that led to an incredible journey for myself personally, but also for the whole business there. We realized, in times of crisis, there is no real playbook, What it really brought home to me was and we use this little phrase, we are the people we've been waiting for. There is no one else who's going to fly in and help us out. There is no white knight. It's up to us. So I initially started off wanting to be an industrial psychologist. It sounded very sophisticated. And then I had what I would describe as a sort of Damascus Road experience. I was in one of my early courses on business administration, and there was a marketing professor. He was so dynamic, and there was chalk flying, and he was challenging us. And right there and then in the class, I said, that's what I want to do. I want to go into marketing. And I think many of us can look back on our journey through colleges, and we can pinpoint a professor or two here and there that really made a difference. Very often the breakthroughs in academia come from cross-disciplinary intermingling of different theories and different perspectives. And similarly in business, it's rare that a breakthrough comes from one discipline. It comes when you get a great group of people together with quite diverse backgrounds that sometimes you can generate some really interesting ideas. I do think that's what Pepperdine has always tried to do. So my business experience and Pepperdine's own ethos and mission seem to really, gel together. After 20 years with Coca-Cola, fantastic years, and it's a great company, and it did some really cool things. I just felt, it's time for Derek 2.0, and sort of a phase of significance. And although I've had, lots of important jobs and meaningful, weighty jobs, I feel this is my most significant job. And the reason for that is I really believe in what we do. Business has become such a powerful change agent in the world. It's one of the most influential social institutions of our age. And it's incumbent on us to ensure that the sorts of leaders that are being produced and developed and trained have an appropriate ethical and moral framework. And that excites me, is making sure that the students that pass through the Pepperdine experience not only are potential leaders who will be the best in the world at certain things, but also the best for the world.
So that gives you a little feeling about us, Pepperdine Graziadio. Now we're going to talk about the actual scholarship. The key benefits for this partnership we have with Kaiser are the following. First is probably why you're on the webinar today, is our $50,000 tuition scholarship for our part-time MBA program, and that's for the spring term. So we're awarding one Kaiser employee a $50,000 tuition scholarship towards our part-time MBA. However, we're awarding every Kaiser employee a 10% tuition scholarship for any Graziadio degree program for any start term. So this 10% tuition scholarship is good for any degree we offer, our MBA, our master's, our doctorate, and for any start term, which could be this coming spring, fall, summer, and beyond. And most exciting for this program is our corporate partner auto admit program. What this does is it helps Kaiser employees bypass the normal admission process, and simply because you're an employee of Kaiser, one of our corporate partners, you get to have a fast-track admission for our programs. Number one, the 50th anniversary $50,000 MBA scholarship. Let me tell you how that works. It's going to be awarded to one Kaiser employee, so there'll be one award of $50,000. It can be used towards our part-time MBA program, which we call Mba, Fully Employed MBA. The recipient must enroll in our spring 2019 term, which starts in January. It cannot be combined with other Graziadio awards, so any other scholarships cannot be combined with this from Graziadio. If, however, you're awarded other scholarships outside of Graziadio, that's fine. Plus Kaiser's tuition assistance program, that's also fine. But from Graziadio ourselves, the $50,000 would be the maximum we would pay for your award. You will also be recognized on stage at our 50th anniversary event at LA Live on Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019. In celebration of our 50th anniversary, the business school at the Novo Theater, we're having a big celebration event all day on April 2nd. And during that celebration, you'll be brought on stage and recognized as one of the 50th anniversary $50,000 MBA scholarship winners for Kaiser. Number two, the 10% tuition scholarship. How that works is it's valid for all Kaiser employees, new and current. So current employees at Kaiser are also current students at Pepperdine. You will, effective spring 19, be seeing this 10% tuition scholarship applied to your account. So even though you've already been a student, you don't miss out on the program. You still get to take part in this 10% tuition scholarship. It's also valid for all new students we have that are Kaiser employees. So everyone at Kaiser, because of this program, you now receive a 10% tuition scholarship towards any program we offer. And that's at any start term. Like I said, it could be this coming spring, summer, fall, and beyond. Any start term is valid under this agreement. And it can be combined with other Graziadio awards. For instance, our merit scholarships, it could be upwards of $40,000 for our fully employed MBA program. So even though one Kaiser employee is going to be awarded the $50,000 MBA scholarship, other applicants could be awarded up to $40,000. So you might have one person win the $50,000, but then another several win upwards of $40,000. So it's a good program beyond just the 10%, because there's other scholarships that can be combined with the 10%. It's also valid for any Graziadio degree program we offer, not just our fully employed MBA. So this 10% tuition scholarship is good for our fully employed MBA, but also our executive MBA, we call Mba. It's good for our president and key executive MBA, which we call PKE. It's also good for our online MBA, which that's attractive to Kaiser employees that are not located in the greater Los Angeles area. So anywhere in the country, if you're a Kaiser employee, you could take our online MBA and you're receiving that 10% tuition scholarship. It's also good for our MS programs, our Master of Science programs. We have a Master of Science in HR. We have a Master of Science in Organizational Development, Master of Science in Management and Leadership. All those programs are all available to this 10% tuition scholarship. Also, our Bachelor Completion Program, where if you have most of your undergrad completed, you could finish it here at Pepperdine and earn your Bachelor in Business from Pepperdine Graziadio. And our newest degree is our doctorate program, our DBA, the Doctor of Business Administration. This 10% tuition scholarship is also valid for that program. What I'd like to do now is bring up my partner, Andrew Thomas, and he will talk about how you actually start this program and how you express your interest for the scholarships.
Pepperdine is very excited to be working with Kaiser. We're most excited to be working directly with you. As you see the link at the top of the page, as you enter that, you will arrive at a page that will help identify you, and we can begin our support of your interest. It does summarize the great opportunity with our $50,000 MBA scholarship and the application process as it's listed at the bottom. But very simply, as you put in your name and other identifying information, it will initiate information being shared with us that will allow us to contact you. The European citizen question is really for compliance. It doesn't have a bearing on your application process, but it does get us started and allows me to be able to reach out to you to answer any questions and share more information about this exciting partnership and this scholarship. As you complete the RFI form on the last page, you will then receive a confirmation that congratulates you as a first step that you completed the process by identifying yourself, and then it asks you to take two more simple steps, which include writing your essay for the actual scholarship opportunity, which is identifying yourself and sharing why our program will be beneficial to you and to your company. The next step after that is to initiate the start of your application. And you see there, use the application fee waiver code. We want to make this as simple as possible, including waiving the application fee that is normal part of the process. Enter that when you begin the application, and it'll waive the fee. It'll ask for a promotional code, and the code you see there is the code that you will use. The link at the very bottom shows you how to enter in and begin the general application. And then to the right, you'll see some very exciting dates that'll signal the deadline for this application, when the awarding of the scholarship will take place, the MBA orientation, which is December 15th, and then the beginning of class. And at the bottom, my information, andrew.thomas@pepperdine.edu, and my phone number. I stand very excited to help you and support you through this process. So please, after you begin the process, reach out to me if you have any questions. Once you've begun the process, know that you're applying to a highly respected university. The Pepperdine brand is identified across many outlets, including Pritzker Review and also Forbes and others, as a world-renowned university. The Pritzker Review tabs us the #2 MBA in California and the #2 best MBA for HR. Forbes also identifies us as one of the top 10 most entrepreneurial schools. So you'll know that you're being recognized or joining a university that is being highly recognized. And when you put your resume out there, you'll be highly regarded as a Pepperdine University graduate. I'll now introduce my colleague, Rachel Gettler.
Thank you so much, Andrew, and thank you to all of you and the great work that you're doing at Kaiser. I've been a Kaiser member for many years, so I individually have been so grateful for all the wonderful work that you all do. I'm so excited to have you considering the Pepperdine Graziadio Business School. As my colleagues shared, we do have many different options for you. We have several different iterations of the MBA. We have specialty master's programs and certificate programs. I want to share with you now about the part-time MBA program, which is also known as the Fully Employed MBA program, or FEMBA, which I believe is our most flexible program and the most conducive for someone who is maintaining a full-time job. So I don't want you to be confused by the naming convention part-time MBA. You can actually choose to take full-time units in the part-time program. The part-time program is the only program where you have the option to cut back and just be part-time or go full-time. It's up to you. The reason we call it the part-time MBA is because the way the classes are offered. They're offered in the evenings, one night a week from 6 to 10. If you take 2 classes, that'd be 2 nights a week from 6 to 10. We also have weekend classes if you want to take a weekend course on a Saturday. Saturday class meets every other Saturday, so we're not taking your entire weekend throughout the semester. We also have hybrid classes. Hybrid classes meet for a percentage online and a percentage in the classroom. We call those flex courses. Not every class is offered as a flex, but it is up to the professor. So I've seen a lot of professors who have Saturday classes offered as a flex course, meeting 1 Saturday a month with a few online sessions. We also do have online classes. So if you're doing the part-time MBA program in one of our classrooms and you want to take a class online, you have the option to request that up to 12 units online. We do have our beautiful campus in Malibu right on the PCH, which you are a part of as a part-time MBA student. You just don't have to commute all the way there for class. We have campuses in the greater Los Angeles area, in West LA, right off the 405 near the Howard Hughes Center. In Encino, right off the 101 at the Balboa exit at the corner of Balboa and Ventura Boulevard. We have our brand new campus in Calabasas that is right off the 101 at the Lost Hills exit, right on the corner of on Agora Road as we border the Los Angeles County line and the Ventura County line. And we also have our Orange County campus in Irvine, right near the John Wayne Airport. So the great news for you is no matter where your job takes you or your life takes you, we have a Pepperdine campus close to you in the greater Los Angeles area. And what's great about the part-time program is you can take classes at any of our campus as you go through the program. We are also AA CSB accredited and WASC accredited. If you take anything away from what I say today, definitely take away AA CSB accreditation. It's the highest accreditation any school of business can attain across the globe. and only about 5% of schools of business have this prestigious accreditation. Also, if you're comparing our program to other AA CSB accredited programs in the greater Los Angeles area, we're actually on the lower end. We're much more affordable than some of our competitors. So again, definitely look for AA CSB accredited accreditation and regional accreditation by WASC if you're looking to get your MBA or get a business degree. Now I want to go over the 3 different options that you have as you explore the application. Option number 1 is the standard process with a GMAT or a GRE score, and I'm going to go into detail on that in just a moment. We also have option number 2, which is the standard process with a GMAT waiver. So if you're hoping to get into this program without having to take the GMAT or GRE, there are some options for you. The third option is what we're most excited about today. It's our corporate partner auto admission with Kaiser Permanente employees. So I'm going to share how you might qualify for auto admission. The first option is the standard process with a GMAT or GRE. This means you go online, you submit your application. Again, we are already offering you that waiver code. It's a 1-word, case-sensitive, all-caps word, GBSWVR Corp. You're going to submit a 1-page essay. This essay is not to be confused with a scholarship essay. This is the application essay. Again, it's 1 page, and you're detailing your 3 greatest accomplishments to date. So in 1 page, that's just a couple of sentences. My best recommendation is not to overthink it, and if you have questions, definitely contact our team. With your resume, this is where you want to be detailed. Think of this as a resume for an MBA program, not a resume for a job. Give us as much detail as you possibly can about who you are. And if there's something that you couldn't fit in the essay, go ahead and put it on that resume. And then if you want to, if you already have a GMAT or GRE score, you can go ahead and upload those details. If you've taken the GMAT or GRE in the last 5 years, we can use those scores. And then we're looking to get your transcripts from all colleges attended. It does say official transcripts here. You can always send us your official transcripts, or you can upload unofficial transcripts just to get a decision. And if you're admitted and plan to enroll, then we will need to get all of those official transcripts from all colleges attended. Option number 2 is our standard process, but with a GMAT waiver. So again, that standard process is application, resume, essay, and transcripts from all colleges attended. Once we have those documents, you're automatically going to be evaluated for a GMAT waiver. So if you want to find out if you personally will qualify for a GMAT waiver with the documents and the details of your professional and academic background, you're going to need to submit your application, resume, essay, and transcripts. And what we're going to be looking for is a minimum of 3 years of full-time significant work experience, and that could be at any company. And we want to have that paired with one of these 4 options. First option is a bachelor's degree in a STEM field like science, technology, engineering, or math. Second option, a bachelor's degree in a quantitative field such as economics, finance, or accounting. Third option is a bachelor's degree in business from Pepperidine. And the third option is a bachelor's degree in any type of field with a solid B or higher in a college level statistics or calculus class. Unfortunately, if you made a B-, that's not going to qualify you. But if you want to find out if you qualify, maybe you've taken a couple of classes, a statistics and calculus class, that could override the B-. So let's take a look. If you want to know if you qualify for a GMAT waiver, again, we're going to need application, resume, essay, and transcripts from all colleges attended, and then you're automatically going to be evaluated for a GMAT waiver, and hopefully you'll be awarded one. Now, option number 3 is what we're really excited to share with you today as our corporate partner. We have an auto admission opportunity. If you've worked at Kaiser for 2 years and you have a bachelor's degree in a STEM field or a business degree with a qualifying GPA, you're going to be eligible most likely for a GMAT waiver and an auto admission. Now, that doesn't mean you don't apply. You still have to apply, submit your resume and transcripts from all colleges attended. In the essay portion on the application, you're simply going to write that you're exploring the auto admit corporate partnership and you're a Kaiser Permanente employee, and then you don't have to give us that 1-page essay. Just put that 1 sentence in the essay. That'll help us trigger to know that you are a corporate partner seeking an auto admission. So again, if you have 2 years of work experience at Kaiser, if you have a STEM degree in science, technology, engineering, or math, or a business degree, you can possibly qualify for this auto admission. If you want more details, definitely contact our team, Andrew Thomas, so he can help you navigate this. And if you're questioning qualifying GPA, we're really looking for GPAs at an average B or higher. So if you've got a 2.5 GPA or above, your GPA may qualify. Now, this next bullet point about eligible for a Gmat waiver or passing a score on HBS quantitative analysis course. If there's maybe a B- on your statistics classes or things like that, or if the GPA is a little lower, we may ask you to take a course. Don't worry about the course right now. It'll only be offered to you if we need it. So just know that we do have the Gmat waiver, or if we just want to make sure that you have the math foundation to be successful in this program, we may submit to you a test to take. This is why I recommend submitting your application as soon as possible. The sooner we know if you're eligible for a Gmat waiver or if you need to take this HBS course, the better, because we will need your passing scores by the deadline of December 6th. So if you can apply sooner than later, that means you'll know sooner than later what you qualify for. Some important dates just to recap. The application deadline for the spring 2019 term and for the $50,000 one-winner scholarship with our corporate partnership with Kaiser is December 6th. You will know if you've been accepted and what sort of scholarships you've been awarded by December 13th. And we want you to know that because if you're planning on enrolling, new student orientation will be a few hours on a Saturday on December 15th. And then enjoy the holidays with your family and celebrate that new year and jump into your New Year's resolution. The first week of January 7th, we are going to start your MBA journey with Pepperidine. I just want to thank my colleagues, Sean Herrera and Andrew Thomas, for sharing the excitement of our corporate partnership with you. I want to recap. The next steps are going to be to hop on that link so that you can give us your information and show that you're interested. Get started on your application. Submit to us your essay, resume, transcript so we can find out if you qualify for a Gmat waiver or possibly the auto admission. Definitely get your scholarship essay in so you could hopefully be the winner of the $50,000 scholarship for Kaiser's corporate partnership. And hopefully, no matter if you get that scholarship or not, you'll be starting your MBA with that special 10% scholarship discount as an employee of Kaiser. So feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to help you move forward. We have lots of events. If you want to check out a class visit or meet with us in person, we'd love to meet with you. So feel free to reach out to us anytime. Get that application in as soon as possible so we can find out what you may qualify for. Thank you so much for your time today.